The Green Lantern Annual Issue 1 sees Hal awaken on Earth as his ring tells him of an emergency. Hal stumbles from the bathroom, knowing his Uncle Titus's annual family dinner ended with a bang. In the living room, Hal finds everyone passed out, and he learns from his nephews and nieces that they won't wake up. Hal wants to know what's going on, so Howie shows him that nothing is normal, since as he opens the front door, their way out is blocked by some type of force field. Hal notes only the house is affected, as everyone outside in the street is fine and going along with their lives. Hal gets his ring to investigate the shield as he is shown the back door, which leads to some other reality entirely. Rushing upstairs, the kids show Hal a strange alien named Zips. Hal tries to help the hurt alien, learning he tried to escape the kill banders of Quits and was wounded in the process, and needs Hal's help to stop the wireless ones. Hal talks with his cousin, Hal Jr., who says that he wants to help Hal this time and be his sidekick, like Batman and Robin. Hal says he knows the boy is trying to impress a girl or a guy he's seeing, and while Hal knows it could work for him, he won't let the boy help. Hal Jr. says that they will be fighting radio wave people with radio powers, something within his power set as Airwave, but Hal says that he's not a superhero, he's a policeman, and he doesn't need help. Hal Jr. says that he still wants to help him, however, and he posits that the radio alien could actually be there because of Hal Jr. Hal tells him to stay out of it and stay alive to impress whomever he needs to on their next date. Suddenly, the house is hit by lightning thanks to the Killbanders, who want Zips. The aliens infect the power outlets, coming into the house as Hal transforms into Green Lantern, conjuring up a tuning fork to disrupt the radio aliens. Doing so, however, causes feedback through his ring, causing Hal to become overcome with pain thanks to the sound reverberating in his head. The aliens give him a final warning, give them Zips and he will live. Hal goes into an epileptic fit, causing his nephews to make sure he doesn't bite his own tongue off as they defend their downed uncle. Suddenly, Hal Jr., changed into his Airwave costume, arrives, using his powers to connect the villains to the Voyager 1 probe billions of miles away, causing them to be pulled away from the house. Hal Jr. goes to help his cousin, who says that he tried to warn the boy that Zips was using him. Zips suddenly reawakens, and his presence affects Hal Jr., causing his powers to go crazy as the alien proclaims he is free to broadcast now. Zips grows in size after attacking Helen, and thanks Hal and the others for defeating his enemies, since today he will now reclaim the world. Airwave confronts the monster, telling him to pick on someone on his own wavelength. Hal is still feeling some of the interference in his head, meaning he can't create any constructs from his mind. He realizes it's coming from the phones and the technology within the house, so he tells the kids to turn off their phones and every other electrical object. But it's too late as the radio aliens return and the door bursts open, revealing Airwave has become possessed by Zips, who tells the children he is doing what he is because humans invade his frequencies and enslave them. To seek out revenge, he plans on infecting humans on their own wavelength and killing them off, finally returning to the silence of his own band. He brings all of the other adults into the house back to consciousness under his control, saying that they will be his mobile hotspots that will connect him to any and every device in the world. Hal soon reawakens after passing out from the pain and sees Helen, who tells him they need a Green Lantern. His mind clears and he asks where Helen is, learning she was attacked by Zips and she will die if they don't get her to a hospital to treat her microwave burns. Hal confronts his possessed family, telling the aliens that he would love to see them manipulate his family. He talks with them, joking with them about how they are already controlled by their own families. He tells the aliens that they need to take the Jordan family dynamic seriously, since people are stupid and self-defeating. Because of Hal's comments, the family begins fighting with each other and Airwave arrives, telling them that they have an invasion to begin, but the family don't listen to the possessed hero, instead continuing to fight. Jan and Susan Jordan continue their fight as well, thinking Hal is at fault for letting Hal Jr. become a hero. They fight as the kids watch on, learning Hal's plan is working. Zips becomes angered, freeing himself from Airwave's body, but the boy says he still is in control of him and wants to keep control of him in order to cancel the interference and restore Hal's ring. Doing so, it brings Hal's ring back online, allowing him to trap the alien and free Airwave completely. The villain says that they are too late though, and that he is in the network, but Airwave traps him, using Hal's satellite dish construct to blast the alien into outer space and trap him on a lone satellite. With the villain held for now, they can go about helping Helen, but soon Hal learns help from the other Guardians has arrived in the form of Kritz Zapple, the radio lantern of Quiz. The radio lantern thanks them, but the kids say that the villain had a point and that they stole his territory and filled it with crappy pop songs and propaganda. The lantern says that he will look into Zips's case as he traps the villain in a construct cell. The radio lantern takes off, leaving the Jordan family to celebrate their victory. In the aftermath, the kids tell their parents what exactly happened, and Hal supports Hal Jr.'s actions as a hero. Helen is so excited that she got to go on an adventure with Hal's ghost. She was luckily saved thanks to Airwave's powers. As they leave to treat their hangovers, Hal can't believe the others bought their story and wants to know from the kids what exactly happened last night. The kids come clean, revealing none of what Hal thinks happened actually happened, and they helped Uncle Doug spike the party's punch for his web project. But they didn't know what was in it and what would happen with the spiked punch. Hal is mad, going outside and finding Doug looking over his footage, knowing this will make him famous. He punches the man as his phone begins to come alive with the radio aliens again. The Green Lantern Annual Issue 1 was another really weird and fun adventure for Hal Jordan and this time his family. I love that Morrison brought back Hal's cousin Airwave, who last we saw I believe was in Infinite Crisis in 2006 when he was killed by Alexander Luthor's war. It's great we got weird characters like that in the book, and really Grant Morrison is the only one who can really bring them back and make it make sense in a way. The overall story about the dangers of technology and maybe disconnecting oneself every now and then were really cool, as well as the family dynamics of the Jordan family and how their infighting was kind of the thing that saved the day in the end. I hope we get to see more of the Jordan family, since I don't think Hal really gets time to spend with his family, so it'd be cool to involve them more in stories. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.